want to see something really scary?
You bet.
Really?
Yeah. Scare me.
Are you ready?
Okay, go ahead.
Today's a good day to die.
Welcome back to the blackbasterdvideo Podcast. It's your host, Max Road. The video hunt is sharp, rewinding tapes, checking out trailers, and getting rid of videos we no longer want nor need. Today is not a good day to die. Nelson, there is no good day to die. It sounds cool. Today's a good day to die. No. The day you die is the worst day of your life. Have you ever wished death upon yourself? Have you ever wanted to die? And meant it, but you just didn't have the balls? Have you ever almost died? Have you ever almost left this world? I have. I think there's a lot of people who almost have died. If you lived, you've almost died. Sometimes you don't even know how close you were. Sometimes you just don't know that it was divine intervention as to why you're still breathing today. Almost drowned. I tell this story from time to time to remind myself of how precious life is. And how fragile it is. And sometimes it's just out of your hands as to why your life was almost taken. Sometimes it isn't. In my case, it was out of my hands. But it was out of my hands. But if I was hyper aware, if I was basically paranoid, it wouldn't have happened. I'm not going to speak on it on this podcast, but I will say this. There's a scene, she's talking about it right now.
But you were going back. And I woke up and there was Ralph.
Yeah, she's basically talking about how she was outside of her body, looking down on the table and watching her, watching everyone grieve over her.
Oh, I did. And it was so beautiful.
I think she's full of shit.
Tunnel and
he's full of shit too.
Light, and then
there's no tunnel, there's no light.
Like a guide
but there is the reality of things. And the reality is this, that you are dying. And you are above yourself. You're not just above yourself. You are outside of yourself, and you have a 360 view of everything that's going on.
You always asking the patients about death. I'm gonna make class.
But now what's the trip is, from my experience, from my near-death experience, you can see before, you can see the events from before you're about to leave. So you can see the people reacting, even though you're in an angle where really you're not. In my case, I almost, like I said, almost drowned in a swimming pool. So my spirit is above the swimming pool. And I'm seeing people run in one direction and others run towards me.
Good morning, Manus. What are you doing?
And I can see this person jump into the swimming pool,
I'm meaning to ask you something. Are you dating anyone?
Identify.
grab me,
Pragmatic recess?
pull me out. I mean,
It's not offensive in conversation, is it? Sometimes it's nice to open up, that's all. Like old Lenny here. He's open.
Identify.
Polaris.
the scene on Ferris Bueller's Day Off when Cameron is at the bottom of the swimming pool, that's essentially how,
Frigid or repressed.
that's what happened. I went to the bottom of the swimming pool and I couldn't swim.
Your brains.
I am 10 years old at the time.
Want to do some more seriously?
Excuse me, Dr. Hurley.
Once I was pulled out of the water, that's when it's black or nothing. And then I open my eyes like a minute later with no CPR, no nothing, just two 13-year-olds looking down on me,
Good morning, class.
not having a clue what to do.
Today's exam will be scaled. 3A will be
Okay, so today on the Black Bastard Video Podcast, we are going to be watching, and I don't know if this is a commentary, so I'm not going to call it a commentary, but if it turns into a commentary, then it's a commentary.
competition with me, yourself, or this exam.
We're watching this shit flick. This shitty flick. Why would you do that to yourself? Won't you watch American Werewolf in London? Because I know that movie, and everybody knows that movie.
All right, then. You want to stay with me, then? Sure. Be true.
I don't want to watch things that everyone's watching.
Puke at best, but then what? It's frankly, I'm like you have the ball.
Like you might do a commentary for Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I like Honey, I Blew Up the Kids. Or Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. One of the greatest sequels ever made.
Forget it. I'm out of here.
I didn't say the greatest, I said one of the greatest.
Ever had. Don't let a guy like you walk away from medicine. Besides, you were wrong.
No, God damn it, she was dying. I saved her.
You
life.
might want to watch
Right,
Vacation.
now what the hell would you have done?
I'd rather watch European Vacation.
Of course, they're gonna make an example out of you. Have to protect their insurance bond.
Let me turn this down a little bit more
Doesn't matter.
so I can. All right. With American Werewolf in Paris, like, all right. So I have it on VHS, and I've stated previous that it just didn't hit. Like, it just feels like a movie that should be watched in a grandiose manner on a widescreen. The VHS can't contain American Werewolf in Paris. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just can't follow it. I think I think the storyline is just too contrived and far-fetched, and it's not written great. But I could be wrong, because the only way I've watched American Werewolf in Paris is on VHS. So if you own American Werewolf in Paris on Laserdisc, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Once again, I don't know if this is a commentary. I just know I want to watch this, okay? And I'm not the commentary type anyway. I'll sit here and have the movie playing and won't say one damn thing about the film. What kind of commentary is that? It's not a commentary. It's just you playing a movie in the background. All right, so we're going to run through. We're going to go cut box crazy. I know cut box is your favorite. Like it's my favorite when it comes to VHS collecting. And I do apologize if I've shown cut boxes twice. All right, let me tell you guys something. I went to Amoeba yesterday. And I think I'm going to stop going there. This may sound strange, but I don't want, when I hunt, I want it to be a hunt. Like, Amoeba is like, all right, if you're going fishing, right, you got your fishing rod, you got your bait and tackle box, and a bucket to keep the fish in, right? And you're happy, you're good. You caught 3 fish that day, and you're like, this is amazing. What a great catch. What a great day. But you can also accomplish more with less. All you need is a stick of dynamite. You just toss a stick of dynamite into the fishing hole and blow the fish up and watch them rise to the top. So that's what like hunting tapes and Laserdisc at Amoeba feel like. It's like it's an abundance, and I'm not gratified when I leave there. I don't feel like I accomplished something. When I'm in the wild and I stop into a thrift store that seldomly ever carries Laserdisc, and if they have VHSs, they're really shitty VHSs. Let me get 2 examples. One moment. If I can quickly find it.
You're slowing down the podcast. Just say what you were going to say.
All right, man. Give me 2 more. Give me 3 more. Give me 4 more.
Give me 5 more seconds.
Holy shit, I don't think I'll be able to find this today. Oh, got it. Okay. Recently, stopped into a thrift store that doesn't carry many Laserdiscs. And when you do, you're like, oh shit, there's a Laserdisc. Is it a good Laserdisc? That's the question. They once had the Annie-Lennox Laserdisc, and I didn't get it. I passed on it. At the time, I just wasn't, I didn't think it was a good find. I ended up getting it on VHS, but I regret not getting it on Laserdisc. It's at Amoeba right now for about $7.99, which I'm not going to pay for because I could have just got it for $2. But I have recently found the world's greatest animation on Laserdisc at this thrift store that rarely carries Laserdisc. Nothing to see there, really. Amazing. Amazing find. And it felt good, right? Because you got something like that that's, I believe, like $40 or more. Like $60 possibly on eBay. So that's a find right there, you know? And then one day, and this is, I was at a crossroads. Whether I wanted to continue on being a video hunter, a video hunting shark rather, or end it and pick up another hobby. It was go to work, or like go straight to work, or spend 15 minutes in the other direction and see if there's some tapes. I no longer have that job. but I am still the video hunting shark. And that's when I found Halloween. I was so excited when I found this because of how I found it. It was found on a, yeah, it's a cut box. What are you going to do? Huh? Got a problem with my cut box? I like that they took the back and put it on the inside. Like, that's something very unique. That's the only tape I have that someone has done that. It was a hell of a find. It was 75 cents. I got Halloween Media release, which is, I believe, the second release. Yeah, this is a 1981 release. Or, pardon, 1984 release. So yeah, that felt great that I found those. That's just an example of finding two items in the wild that aren't a layup, that is as hard as having one fishing pole, some earthworms, and that's it. And you're tossing your hook and tossing your line in. This coffee's cold. Gotta warm it up. Yeah, you go to Amoeba, everything's there. There's an abundance, and you're just like, it can pull you in because it's just right there, and you're like, I'm paying $70 for this. I don't care. I'm paying for it. I was there yesterday, and I had the fog right in my hand, and I could not justify buying it. $30 to replace my broken laser disc, and I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because I feel like I'm cheating. Like, what's more satisfying? Going through a dry spell and not getting laid for 7 years, and all of a sudden you meet a girl and you two are having the greatest S3X of your entire life, with what it feels in the time you are. Or not going to 7 years, going 1 month and going to the red light district. Or forget going to the red light district, just throwing on some pornog and banging one out by yourself in your room. What's more satisfying? What's more fulfilling? Instant gratification or the wait? The build-up? The build-up. Obviously, the build-up. That's character also, man. I'd rather just have my broken laser disc than to pay $30 again, because that's how much I paid initially. I'm pretty sure I paid like maybe $20, $25. These guys are insane. I mean, this is that insanity shit. This is, alright. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm just saying there's a particular group of men in this world, of particular nationality or ethnicity rather, that have this in their mind. They can just go anywhere and do anything. Yeah, bro, we're going to Paris, France, and we're gonna bungee jump off the Eiffel Tower, and no one's gonna stop us. Yep, nobody. Where's the cops? Where's the constables? Where's the governor? I don't even know what do they call the cops in France? Oh, God. Monsieur. What do you call it? Policio. His homie's like, yo, you ain't got to do this, man. We know you got more balls than all of us put together. Your one left nut is greater than our 4 balls put together. You don't have to jump. He's like, I got nothing to live for.
20 seconds, 89, 90.
Where was I at? Oh yeah. So here I am at Amoeba, and I refrain from blowing my money. Okay, it's not blowing your money. It's what you like. But it'll be another thing collecting dust, and there's other things I got to pay for. You know, like staying alive. Not the laser disc. I would never buy that. If it was like 50 cents to $1, I'd buy staying alive. Anyhow, all right. So I want to deviate just a bit. This is my early stage of collecting, early stage-ish of collecting, and I was still collecting DVDs, and I came up, you know, this is one of those days when you're at the flea market and there's nothing, you know, you're like, I'm coming up, real show. So I look down and I see this DVD called Diary of a Chambermaid. You're like, ooh, chambermaid. Sounds hot. Yo, I mean, that's savage. That's savage as savage gets, you know. Jumps off the Eiffel Tower. I mean, he was aware that they did not tie. Watch this. This is a. Yeah, you have had to crack your skull. This is not a cartoon. This is real. You're in a Paris hospital with a fractured skull. So I got this Diary of a Chambermaid DVD in my hand, and I'm liking what I see, but I didn't buy it. I get like that, man. I'm very indecisive in almost everything. I let things slip through my fingers. I let people slip through my fingers. Opportunities. But I just weigh my options. Like, I'm not paying $1 or $2 for this Diary of a Chambermaid. So here I am again yesterday at Amoeba, and I have $30 bangers in my hand that I'm trying to talk myself out of. And I'm also telling myself, don't ever come here again. Don't ever come here again. They're not robbing you, you're robbing yourself. Amoeba has nothing, this is not Amoeba bashing. Hello. I just keep sucking myself into buying things I don't really buy. So I was like, all right, if I can find $1 banger, I'm going to make this my last VHS tape that I buy from Amoeba. This is it. This is it. I don't really like going over to Hate Street anyway. You know, I don't like that environment. I'm not gonna kid at all. I don't like it over there. So I go to the dollar bangers, where if you buy 3 bangers, you get the 4th one for free. So if you buy 3, you can get 1 for free. 1 more for free. And I look down and I see Cut Box Life, Diary of a Chambermaid. Now, in fact, this is hosted by Roddy McDowell, by the way. He does an intro and talks about the actress, Paulette Goddard. I had already saw this VHS a week back or a few days ago, and I didn't get it. So I knew there was at least one tape that I wanted to get. So there it was. And yeah, I say goodbye to Amoeba. And I'm going to stick to my word. That decision is going to save me some money. All right, let's continue on with our cut boxes. And I did throw this on last night, and I have got to watch this again. It was very, it's timeless, actually. Like, the subject matter is timeless. I was dozing off watching it, and yeah, it struck a chord. I really dug this flick. So yeah, this might be, honestly, this is not a commentary. This is just a hang. We're gonna just speed through these cut boxes, and then we're gonna get up out of here, man. And I'm gonna wish everyone a happy Halloween. This is the final episode of the season. I was gonna do a commentary for Shocker, but I'm gonna watch Shocker, and I'm gonna watch it on my own for Halloween. This is All Hallows Eve, in fact. So let's just speed through them, and we're gonna get up out of here. We got The Hunting. Everyone loves this flick. No one had a problem with this movie. It's one of the best horror movies ever made. I think everyone can agree there. We got Bruce Willis in Color of Night. This is the director's cut. Exclusive director's cut with an extra 15 steamy minutes. I've never seen this movie, so if I watch it here, I'll be like, I don't know the difference. We got a foreign flick that I know little about. I watched the trailer. It's kind of creepy, but it probably isn't creepy. I think it's post-World War I or World War II movies. Children living in the post-apocalyptic times. The Forbidden Games. Forbidden games that people play. Some people don't believe that this is Bruce Lee's greatest movie he's made. Some will say, Fist of Fury, Chinese Connection, The Big Boss. But we got to be honest. This is number one. You got to be honest with yourself. I know it's the most Hollywood of Hollywood Bruce Lee flicks, but Enter the Dragon is it. We got a Margot Kidder and Jennifer Salt and Sisters. I have yet to watch this movie. I've just seen trailers. Riders on the Storm. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I'm just going to show you the back of it, and you tell me what movie this is. You know what movie this is, right? This is Ghost Riders. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. 1987, baby. Spoke of this flick earlier. Would I rather watch over what you want to watch? European Vacation. Yeah. Gives me the feels. This movie is heartbreaking. There's 3 movies that I can think of that are very heartbreaking, that are hard to watch. Let me warm my coffee up and grab one of them. Yeah, I'm gonna get at least one of them. Before I do, I'll show you what I'm talking about here. This is a very heartbreaking movie. I don't ever want to be a guy. I don't want to be one of these guys. I've been one of these guys. Inadvertently, you know, you end up being like this older guy to a young lady, and you're a scumbag, okay? Like, it's hard not to be a scumbag when you're older and she's younger. So I don't do it no more. I just won't do it. Not gonna paint me out to be a scumbag. Nobody. When you're just trying to take care of somebody, you're gonna look like a dad or something, man. Like, your young years are over, man. Let them live and let their boyfriends be their same age, okay? I'm good, man. I'm good. That shit don't sit right. I'm good, okay? Max Rowe, you be going off, man. Hey, I'm just talking from my heart. This is death of the centerfold. You're not going to put me in this position. Nobody, okay? Young lady who's going to be old one day and then talk shit that I was a scumbag POS when I was really just trying to take care of you. No. You could have dated the kid who worked at the cafe that you worked at, but you wanted to hop in my Porsche. All right, give me 1 second. All right, that took longer than expected. Okay. 3 movies that really effed me up. Like, well, 4 movies. The Death of a Centerfold. Give me one moment again. Okay, my apologies. My apologies. Hey, it's a loose episode, okay? I'm going to bounce around a little bit. All right. 4 movies. Death of a Centerfold. Basketball Diaries. Kids. And this is a bit before all those movies. No. I think, what year did Death come out? Death has been out since we've been alive. It says 1981. This might just be the release of Death of a Centerfold. I don't get an exact date here on the back. It feels like a late 70s, 80s flick. This movie, I had watched this flick right here after a breakup with a young lady, and it really affected me. It made me realize how timeless this tale is. It's like rock and roll, man. The song just plays on and on and on and on. It will never stop. The ending of the movie was like, when you can't run anymore, when you're out of options, when your bullshit don't work. And I say you, it's not a lady, it's everybody. When your bullshit don't work anymore, and you got to get into that ride that at the beginning of your life, at the beginning of when you ran shit, right? When you were in control, you never would have gotten that ride. But since all your scheming has burned out, the only option is to get in that ride or stay out here and die. I don't say the dangers of this, but when you dive into reading books, comics, TV shows and movies, man, like, it's like, this movie, you don't really give a damn about anything tragic that happens to this broad. But then another movie can come along and you're like, this is very weighty. And Yeah, Smithereens, man. Of Smithereens Kids and Basketball Diaries and Death, I think Smithereens hit the most. It hit hardest for me. This is a Shell Shag the movie. Shell Shag the movie. What is Shell Shag the movie? And this is one of those that there's only a few in existence. Because it's I'm almost certain it's what the fuck is going on? Shell Shag the movie. Shell Shag the movie? We're rewinding. Because I thought this was a like a collection of, I don't know what I thought it was. Alright. Moving on. I'm just digging in. I got all my tapes. All my cut boxes are just spread out. Okay. You know what's better than having Dr. Let me just take this sticker off real quick. All right. You know what's better than having Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde silent film? Watching that and then directly after watching Jekyll and Hyde together again. I don't do drugs anymore. Even when I did, I didn't really do drugs. These are the things I've done over my life, right? I've done mushrooms on 2 occasions. I did ecstasy on 2 occasions. I consider it a drug. I drank alcohol. And I smoked marijuana. That's it. Why do you bring that up? Because I'd rather be high when I watch this movie right here, man. Okay? I'd rather be high. We are complete Jekyll and Hyde. Like, I am Dr. Jekyll'd out right now. But I know Hyde is here. I know it. I am one joint away, one blunt and a sip of Hennessy away from Hyde. It really won't take much for me to be. Hello. See, what was that? I want to see Vanna White as I've never seen her before. Why would you do this to me? Vanna White as you've never seen her before. And then you go into, what is this, man? Why would I want to see this, man? But at least you give me an idea. I need to hunt down that Vanna White as I've never seen her before VHS. Yeah, I knew it. This is a collection of their shit music. And it looks like they used, I ain't gonna call the music shit, alright? The Shell Shag, the movie. The wind. I don't know what I was gonna say. Sorry. I don't like music. What would you rather do? What would I rather do? I would rather watch Laserdisc or VHS before I sit around listening to music. Look at the back of this. Do you see what I see? Some boobs. They look like triple G's. August 25th, 1996 at the Purple Onion. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. You know what's better than watching the Karate Kid trilogy and Cobra Kai season 1 and 2? Watching the next Karate Kid. Yeah, I'd rather watch a girl do some kung fu than it's karate, okay? It's not kung fu. It's different. Then watch a guy do karate. That's just my personal preference. All right. We got Willow. This is a me and my sister flick. It's a flick that me and my sister used to watch. In the good old days of the 1980s. Do you remember the 1980s? Do you? I don't think you do. I don't think you remember the 1980s at all. I think you remember a memory of the 1980s. I think you remember somebody else's memory. I think you've completely forgotten the day-to-day. I think you've forgotten what the 80s was like. I once got yelled at by, it was probably like some stockbroker or something. This is like 1985. I once got my ass like completely just like, this guy was yelling down my throat because the candy wrapper, I was eating some M&Ms at a bus stop with my mom. And I went to throw the M&M bag away, and then the wind took it, and it landed on this guy's cherry red Porsche or BMW. And he was so, I mean, he had to be 1980s cocained out. Just ripped me a new one. Because my empty bag of M&Ms hit his cherry red brand new 1985 BMW. Yeah, that's 80s. Like, you don't even know. You don't know. It didn't matter how old you were in the 80s, okay? Didn't matter. You could be a 3-year-old to a 73-year-old. And you are at the mercy of others. This woman's disgusting. This is every guy trying to warn his friend about the girl he's dating. No, she's a mutant. You gotta get out of here, man. All right, we're gonna see if there's some trailers on this tape right here. I'm really hoping there are. We're gonna throw Shell Shag, the movie, back in, because I'd like to know what I believe is going on here is they're lame and they recorded over a movie. But I don't believe it's the first time they recorded over this movie. So I think this is a black and white film. And they used, oh, nice. They, sorry. She's naked. All right, what we got? What are we watching? Show us what you're talking about, man. This is a very 80s flick, a feel-good 80s movie. Okay, there's bad 80s movies, and then there's great ones, and this is a great one. Transylvania 6-5000. Transylvania 6-5000. Gina Davis and Jeff Goldblum. It's 86. So when you see Gina Davis and Jeff Goldblum in Earth Girls Are Easy, they have such great chemistry because just 2 to 3 years prior, they were opposite each other in Transylvania 6-5000. Stop saying 6-5000. That's not the name of the movie. It's 6-5000. Transylvania 6-5000. Yeah, we'll see about that. Come on, give us some trailers. I say I'm going to watch trailers and I want to rewind tapes and check out trailers, and more times than not, there's no trailers. Stop covering her freaking boobs, man. God. This was the problem with movies in the late 90s and the late 90s until like late 90s. Movies were raw in the 80s, and in the 90s, the mid to late 90s came, and
He's uncompromising. For both thieves.
They wouldn't show us tits anymore, okay?
And the wrong man to cross. You've got 3 days. She's unyielding, elusive, and cold as ice. The game is over. Together, they're devastating. From the mind of John Carpenter, Black Moon Rising. Rated R.
Been looking for that for a while. I kind of like that though. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like that. One trailer. Get to the damn movie. Get to 6-5000. Let's just play until the title comes up. How long do you think it's going to take? Do you think they're going to do a scene first and then the title comes up? Or are they going to do title? Don't sit so close to the TV, man. Come on, man. You're going to go blind.
Come on, Jim. You've been taking pictures of buildings all during our trip. Take a shot of me.
Just stand by the door.
I don't understand. It's a deserted chapel and somebody's holding the door.
That's good.
Run! Run!
Well, what do you think? About what?
A great double feature, which I might do, is this flick into American Werewolf in London, right? 80s flicks where they travel abroad.
You know, you better think of something better because you're going out on this story. What story? A monster story.
No, Mac, I don't want to go out on a monster story.
You don't want to go out. Every time I give you a good lead, you tell me you don't want to go out. Or if you do go out, you come back with nothing.
Not my fault. What about the story?
What do I do?
I can't believe we're talking about this again. I didn't want to have this conversation one more time. That story on labor exploitation in the hemp plant, the one you headlined women forced to work in rape factory when that was a rope factory.
That was a typo.
A typo.
Besides, rape is a grabber. Right, it is a big grabber.
Look, didn't you hire
This
me
was
to raise the journalistic level
one of those
of this
80s
paper?
movies that
I hired you to raise the vocabulary level of this paper.
there's
I
two
want to keep the journalistic level very low.
vampire movies, like parody type films that hit hard
I need crap.
for me.
Crap is what sells newspapers. Look around you.
It's like, where's the title? Is it gonna come out of the screen like Ghostbusters? There's Transylvania 65,000.
I don't touch you. This and that.
Look at his sweater. How 80s is that sweater? Super 80s. Of course it's 80s. This isn't 80s. It's 86. It's as 80s as it gets. Only thing more 80s than 1985 is 1986.
Where are we going?
Transylvania.
I wish I had that job.
All right.
I'm not smart. I don't know how to write.
Where is that?
But damn, a journalist. All right. There's, which I don't own, which I want to get, is My Mother is a Vampire. I say it in a questioning way because I'm not too sure if that's what it's called. My Mother is a Vampire. And then we got My Best Friend's a Vampire. Yeah. This blood's for you. We got Klaus Kinski. It's my second Klaus Kinski. Horror. Says it right there. Schizoid. It's exactly what I am. Complete schizoid. That was like a slander back in the day. Calling somebody a loner and a schizoid. One of the greatest King Kong movies. This is King Kong Escapes. I know, don't judge a VHS by its cover. Great flick. It's the whitest movie ever created. There's nothing more whiter than White Olander. I mean, even the case is white. Is the tape white? It's not, but I am going to... Here we go. There's only one way to dance to 80s music. Oh, he's hungry. You know, like, how far are we into the movie? 45 minutes? Okay, 32 minutes into the movie? Around? It just seems like the way this is written, it's taking forever for this dude to get his first kill. Ho! All right, let's get back to Shell Shag, the movie, and save this for a better hour. After the podcast, I'm gonna go have me some Captain Crunch berries. I haven't had Crunch berries since I used to eat edibles. I'm happy I've returned to form where I can just eat cereal. It doesn't have to be tweakied out, you know. They can eat a Rice Krispie treat, and it's just a Rice Krispie treat, you know. It doesn't have to be marijuana and THC infused. Here's another one of those Japanese or Hong Kong movies. This is what's the three-headed monster? That's not Mothra. That's Gordo, Grido, Geeting, Mothra. Alright, here's a flick that I bought with all intentions to watch, and then I threw it on and was like, I don't want to hang out with no tomboy. I want to watch it though. For a tomboy, she's a piece of ish. Oh, this is Avenging Angel. Betsy Russell. There's two Russells I like. There's three Russells I like. Two I like sexually. One I just like because he's cool, and that's Kurt Russell. Then the other two I like sexually are Teresa Russell and Betsy Russell. Alright. This is like, what is this movie about? A comedy from director of Closely Watched Trains. We got Sweet Little Village. For years, overbearing Pavik has endured Odik, the town idiot, sharing his meals and the front seat of their dump truck. But Otis is such a sweet-natured fool that Pavik, exasperated as he becomes, always relents on his threats to find another partner. What does that sound like? Tremors. This Laurel and Hardy-like pair are the heart of a comedy which finds humor and warmth in an abundance of everyday situations. The town doctor regularly wrecks his car while admiring the lush countryside. A romantic teenager develops a hopeless crush on his sister's school teacher, and a flagrantly adulterous wife and her boyfriend are just one step ahead of her suspicious hot-headed husband. Yeah, that's one thing I don't ever want to be, a suspicious hot-headed husband. Oh God. We all have the ability to become that. Like I said earlier with death of a centerfold, you know, you just end up becoming scumbag. You also can get put into the category of being the overzealous, paranoid, schizophrenic husband who knows for sure that his wife is cheating on him. Like, no, I just rather live my life out of the mix. I'm good. I don't want to be a part of any storyline. I'm good. I've already done it. So Maxwell, you're not living. Please, I've lived. I've had enough, okay? I've had enough. I don't want to die, but I've had enough of that shit. All right, we got clockers. Yeah, clockers. You know what's cool about this? What's not cool about this? I've tried to figure this out so much. Like, all right, it opens backwards. And then the tape is in there like that, right? And you're like, hold on, how did this happen? What happens is they cut the VHS tape the wrong way. So there's no way I can flip this to make it the right way. Because they cut it wrong way. Alright, I'm gonna try to give you guys one more that I'm out of here. I want to just, like I said, I want to eat a bowl of cereal and I want to be smacking on camera. Let me find one more. Well, I want to end it on some horror type shit. We'll end it with the king. He ain't the king of horror. He's just the king. Stephen King. Dinner. Let me see if I think this tape is ass. I own this on Laserdisc. I'm sure I do. Yeah, see, this is why I wanted to get this on Laserdisc, to see the CGI in a better light. I think this tape plays like crap. Here we go. And I also wanted to see Werewolf Vision on Laserdisc. Why is she spraying perfume? What the hell is that? Oh, she's smart. Oh, is that the inside? Hey. Good time to end. Alright, let's see what's on Thinner, trailers wise, and then we're out of here. Ooh, it's red. Yeah, red. Yeah, red.
In our distant future,
Please don't be Stargate.
all hope is lost. Planet Earth faces certain destruction.
This is Hellraiser?
And the only one who can save our world in time is the one who lives forever.
I am immortal!
There can be only one.
Republic Pictures presents The Return of a Hero
Who are you?
I'm Colin McLeod, and I cannot die.
and the rebirth of a legend.
You remembered almost everything I told you. I've had a lot of practice lately.
The Highlander has come back in time to save our world.
Highlander is rainy day movies.
Something to stop this?
Rainy day movies, I don't have anywhere to go, I have nothing to do.
Time is now.
You know what I'm talking about? Like Cyborg, rainy day movie. Cyborg 2, rainy day movie. Nemesis, rainy day movie. Hardware, rainy day movie.
Christopher Lambert.
Robin Williams, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, rainy day movie.
And deluxe collector's edition Laserdisc. Bring them home today. The future of your world depends on it.
If I saw this commercial when I was a kid and they talked about Laserdisc, I'd be like, what? I don't have Laserdisc money.
In the distant future,
Visual Alpha Sector. Visual contact with Asteroid 18.
where a fortune lies somewhere in space,
Gold is precious then, but nothing like now. Thank God.
3 men will come together
The three of us, we got to have muscle.
with nothing in common
Partners? What are you, drunk?
but a map,
It's a spectral analysis of exploited
a plan,
I can help you. I can get you to the goal. I can get it out.
and a dream.
With your hauler and my know-how, we can make a precious find. We're gonna have.
Evolve. They would search
It's here. I know it's here.
for riches beyond their wildest dreams. They would find
Someone's coming.
You're a rich girl. Don't take money. No, it don't really matter anyway. You can rely on your old man's money.
I know what you're up to. It's not gonna work.
I saw something.
Cause you're a bitch, girl.
I know what you're doing.
What's wrong with you?
You're stealing my gold. Rutger Hauer, Jung Chen, Precious Find.
Precious find.
Available now from Republic Pictures.
It's a lame ass name. Precious find. It's all in the name. No one knows about that movie. No one cares about that movie. You know, flatliners. That just pops. If they call it Almost Dead, they'd be like, what? I'm not gonna watch Almost Dead. The flatliners.
You're having second thoughts.
I'm just making a point. I want to see the money.
It's over $2 million.
Welcome to the family. You're amongst good people here.
I have a tattoo. Would you like to see it?
These people are serious. Johnny, it's making too much noise. Here. Put it in his mouth.
Caesar's gonna get the money.
Like this movie right here. If it was called Tied Up, you'd be like, I'm not seeing Tied Up, but Bound. Yeah, Bound. Legendary.
It's perfect.
Yo, it's your ass. Jenny Gershon with a revolver. Hate to be in that position. On the other side of that barrel.
We'll be rich.
The money!
All night long I listen to the sound of money.
Jennifer Tilly, Gina Gershon, Joe Paliano.
You don't want to shoot me, do you? Do you? I know you don't.
Caesar, you don't know.
Bound.
Caesar, oh Caesar, you made me help him. You have to help me. Oh God, he's coming.
Believe all women. They never lie. All right, thank you for tuning into the Black Bastard Video Podcast. Your host, Max Road, signing off. The final episode of the season finale. Won't be back until next year. February 14th of 2025, that is.